The reason you feel like your body's betraying you, or you feel like maybe you're stuck in a body that you hate and a body that hates you, is because no one ever taught you the good habits of eating healthy. Nobody taught you the importance of portion control, the importance of calorie counting, and understanding and knowing what you're eating on a day-to-day basis. No one ever taught you that. And so when you go into the gym and you feel like you're doing everything right, or when you feel like you're cooking the healthy meals and you feel like everything is on point, and then you look at the scale and you see that nothing has changed, it fucks with your mind a bit. It's almost like a mind fuck. It's like it's like one bad joke, you know? And I'm here to solve that for you right here in this video. I'm here to give you tips and tricks, but more than tips and tricks, give you a mindset or mind frame to look at calories and look at what these numbers mean, because these numbers mean everything. Everything counts. That's why calories are on the back of the ketchup bottle, right? 15 grams of ketchup is like 18 calories, but it counts because every day you take in those calories and they either turn into energy or they turn into fat. So, like people who have been working out for years, or even newcomers who are finally fed up with the body that they don't like and they want to make a change. People who are fed up with being fat, but they feel like they don't have a plan, or they don't have anywhere to go or any direction. This video is for them, So first I wanted to talk about the pain though, because it's the pain of it's the pain of doing something over and over again, and getting the exact same result when you think you're doing the right thing. Because some people will transition into eating a lot healthier because they know that they need to. And that's like their first step in losing weight, or on their fitness journey, is transitioning into healthy foods. But that's a hard part as well, because they don't really know that a lot of the healthy foods are super calorie dense, right? Like avocados and olive oil, different things like that can add and put you over a calorie deficit. And we'll talk about a calorie deficit soon too. But basically, the way you want to think about calories, the way you want to think about these numbers is it's just added. It's just fat loss is just an addition and subtraction game. It's all mathematics. So the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out your maintenance calories. Like, what does it cost your body? What does it cost your body in calories to just exist, to just be? So you want to figure that out first. The second thing you want to do is you want to you want to calculate a calorie deficit. Now, a calorie deficit can mean taking from your maintenance calories 500 calories to 300 to 500 calories, right? Just to start out, and operating in that calorie deficit, working out, taking your steps, eating your foods in a calorie deficit of 300 to 500, so that you can actually start to you put your body in a mode where it needs to get used to having that little amount of calories gone from its day. And what that's going to do is that's going to cause your body to burn fat. So you hear a calorie deficit, that's the only way that your body burns fat. It doesn't burn fat with more protein or more steps Those are all just levers that you can pull to get yourself into a calorie deficit, right? But the first thing you want to do, and let me reel it back for a minute, because calorie deficits are a bit more advanced. So the first thing I want people to do, if you're starting to eat healthy, or if you're starting to transition into, you want to lose some weight or lose some fat, the first thing I want to give you is just a hack. And this is going to be a portion control hack. You want to learn portion control because it's going to cause you to eat less, right? This is naturally just going to put you on a calorie deficit. It's going to cause you to eat less, and you need to continue to move more. So the easiest thing you can do to just put yourself into a portion control mode is start eating out of bowls, right? Because usually when people eat their meals or eat their dinner, lunch, they're eating on big circular plates, but that's causing them to eat more, right? And even for the people that go for seconds, it gets crazier when people do that. So the first thing I want you to do is stop eating off of plates for a little while and start eating out of bowls. Don't go for seconds in the bowls, and don't fill the bowls up to the top. Don't fill it past the brim. Okay? That's the first level of all of this. The second level of this is understanding your maintenance calories and calculating a deficit. Now, the advanced mode of this, and we can get into this on another video. I'll go into this deeply on my Instagram, short, punchy videos. But the third part about this is understanding your macronutrients. So when you understand your proteins, carbs, fats, and I'm going to throw fiber in there because that's important as well, you build a calorie deficit around those macronutrients for your body. And that's what I call being dialed in. So I don't want people to just jump to macronutrients and understanding that first. I want people to start out at a steady pace, and you can start that by just eating food out of bowls. Okay? That's going to fix 80% of your problems. That's going to take about 50% of the fat off your body. Just by doing that, just by learning proper portion control. Okay? So, because I know what it's like, right? I know what it's like. I've been fat before. I grew up as a fat kid. I post this on my Instagram all the time, my fat loss journey. I had a beer belly, not a beer belly, but I had like a pot belly. It was bloated all the time. I had fucking man boobs. I had just a gut that I couldn't get rid of. And I would always remember that. It was just so painful to look at myself in the mirror, right? To look at myself in the mirror naked and just get ready to hop in the shower every morning. That was always such a weird and annoying, and it was like frustrating. It was just a super emotional, and this is every day, every morning, super emotional about how I looked, because I started to realize how I looked would affect how I felt. So you know that saying, look good, feel good, like that's some real shit. You don't gain confidence by popping them GLP-1s and losing the 30 pounds in 90 days and then gaining it all back over time. You gain that confidence, and you gain that feeling of loving yourself by learning those disciplines of eating healthier, eating the right amount of healthy foods, right? Starving a little bit, because you're not supposed to be full all the time. You learn to like yourself a whole lot more when you learn those skills, and you get results from using those skills. So this is what I want to start teaching people how to do correctly. I want to I want to work with people who are new to this. I want to work with people who are trying to understand their bodies and trying to understand themselves better and trying to progress themselves and uplift themselves by changing their body, because deep down in my mind, I knew this is, if I could change my body, I could change my life. And so I know there's a lot of people that feel the same exact way, right? So I call this the revenge body method. And it's not based off of any kind of like malice, revenge, or anything like that. It's based off revenge on your former self, revenge on your past self who let your body go, right? Revenge on that self that let yourself go. Because that's not the real you. That's a fake persona. That's a fake version of yourself. So we're taking revenge on the fake versions of ourselves so we can actually feel and meet the correct and the real version of ourselves. So don't get discouraged if you're in the gym and you feel like you're doing all the right things and you're not getting the results. It's probably a couple pieces in the puzzle that you're missing, and all you needed was this little puzzle. All you needed was this little puzzle piece. So hopefully I gave that to you in this video, and then make sure you go out there and you get your revenge body, because it's yours and God wants you to have it. Go get your revenge.